So we are getting ready for a game here. It's going to be for the Season 7 Cup. Travis Fights Dragons against Void Circuit. I better post my stream link so people know that I'm streaming. Whoops. And it looks like we're waiting for Void Circuit to get here before we get started. There we go. Both of these players are Phoenix Hatamoto, if I am recalling correctly. Pretty sure Void Circuit's Hatamoto. Yeah. So yeah, both really good Phoenix players. It'll be interesting to see this mirror. Ooh. So Void Circuit is actually on Unicorn Splash. I believe I actually played against Void Circuit in one of the earlier cups. And they were on Unicorn Splash then as well. It's definitely always a good splash if you're a Keeper clan. And oh wow. So another thing I just noticed is both of these decks are running the new Phoenix character, Feral Ningyo, the mermaid guy. Imperial Palace for Void Circuit. That's pretty strong. I'm interested to see how that card does. It's definitely an interesting card. Like, one way to think of it is it's kind of just like a bonsai in a military conflict, except you don't lose an honor and you get 3 skill. But it can also be used in a political conflict, so it's kind of versatile, although it does have to be a water conflict. I guess the fact that it's reusable, it goes back into the deck, kind of helps with the Shrine Maidens and milling yourself. You're probably going to have a small deck size, so more likely to draw back into those. Interesting card for sure. And we see a past conflict opportunity. Let's see what the provinces look like here. Looks like identical provinces for both decks. So it'll be Rally to the Cause under the Stronghold, and then the row will be Manicured Garden, Upholding Authority, Meditations, and Shameful. So obviously hitting Shameful Display for either player would be a pretty big swing. You're hoping you hit pretty much anything else, and Manicured Garden is fine. We see a water attack here. Gonna try and play this Keeper Initiate. It would be too dangerous to go for air here because of the potential display of power. So water seems like a good choice. The other good thing about water is that he can't really display a power it. I mean, he can display a power it, but ooh, and wow, there's the Feral Ningyo already. This is a political conflict, so maybe he should have gone military, actually. We saw the Against the Waves to Baokudaka, and then the Ningyo came in. We'll see if Travis has another card here. The other problem with going political is that if Void Circuit has... Okay, we see a Supernatural Storm. It looks like he's actually going to play this twice, which is pretty expensive. Spending a lot of cards on this conflict. Yeah, and we do see a Court Games there. He does have a Let Go for the fan, but was saving it just in case he didn't have to use it there. Since Void Circuit is on the Unicorn Splash, you definitely would want to save the Let Go for like a talisman if you could. There's a Wayfinder. Ooh, and Travis passes, so he is going to lose that conflict. But it looks like Void Circuit does not have a Clarity of Purpose, so we'll not be able to swing back here. And Void Circuit gets the favor with the Palace. So this is where, I think as Void Circuit, you just discard everything except the Palace, maybe? Oh, no, it doesn't discard anything, actually. I was going to say just try and dig for that Conjo District, because that would, like, probably win you the game if you see that here. We're going to see a Naive Student. Void Circuit plays Kaede with 3 Fate, and then is probably going to pass after this. Yep. We see 1 Mia Mystic, just 1 Mia Mystic. Both with 5. Oh, wow. Actually, one thing I just noticed about the deck list, Void Circuit is running a very heavy attachment deck here, and actually has no display of power. That's interesting. Travis, on the other hand, has 2 display of power, so Void Circuit will have to watch out for that. So we have first conflict for Travis here. Looks like he's going to go fire. And he's going to go at the Imperial Palace with just the Mia Mystic. Interesting. Finds Shameful Display. And it looks like, so this is a military conflict. It looks like Kaede is going to defend here, and I think we might see an Against the Waves after this conflict ends to ready her again. I'm not sure why he attacks the face down province there. He actually went air ring, interesting. Yeah, like this would be fine if he just went into manicured, I think. I mean, I guess he was looking for meditations or even upholding authority. Yeah, so it was 2 and 3 to hit a good province, and unfortunately he does hit Shameful Display. So yeah, things just not going Travis's way so far this game. We see Travis pass, so it doesn't care. Okay, so Void Circuit is actually going to favorable ground home. Travis will need to play a card here, since the Mystic is now dishonored. However, if he just plays some kind of buff onto the Mia Mystic... Ooh, he does. He plays a Bonsai. There's the Assassination. Okay. So, I mean, I guess you're happy getting the Assassination on the Mystic there. Void Circuit could have also played Against the Waves to bow the Mystic. There's a Spyglass on Kaede. Gets let go immediately. There's another Spyglass. And another let go. So... So Travis is now out of let goes. Void Circuit still has 1 Spyglass, but probably not in his hand. None of those, please. Yeah. And we're going to see a fire conflict here, it looks like. So hopefully for Travis... Okay, finds Manicured Gardens. Earth, actually. So this would be the perfect time to have Display of Power. There are no cancels in Void Circuit's deck, and we see no defense. So yeah, Display of Power is going to come out here. And that's going to be really strong, because that's going to mean that he gets to resolve the Earth Ring and the Void Ring, since Kaede was participating as an attacker. He's going to take 1 Fate off of the Inquisitive Ishika there. Now, Void Circuit can still play an Against the Waves this turn. So I think if Void Circuit has Against the Waves in hand, you want to not play it yet. Because... Okay, so it looks like Travis is going to go either all in or almost all in to try and break this Shameful Display. I think the Naive Student got kicked out when he changed the ring, maybe. I don't see why that wouldn't be going in unless he wants to leave it at home for favor, maybe? No, I think he should go in, because you're going to get the keeper off this. Unfortunately, there are no targets for the water ring. You could leave Suki at home. Oh. Yeah, I mean, you could honor the Naive Student with Suki, but the next conflict is military. He is going to leave the Naive Student at home. Interesting. So I guess this is just like insurance in case he doesn't break this. He'll still have 4 Standing Glory for the favor. And 2 rings, so 6 to 3 plus 1 ring, probably. We do see a defense. Ooh, and there's the Clarity of Purpose. But we have a... Travis has a Clarity of Purpose as well on Kudaka. That's pretty good. We're going to see Against the Waves to ready Kaede. Using that stronghold there. And this was... I was just thinking this actually. So he's using the box to play Clarity of Purpose on Suki as well. There's a Supernatural Storm. There's an Ornate Fan. So, pretty tight battle for this ring here. Neither player wants to let this go. Oh, wow. I just realized that Void Circuit hit Kanjo District when that province broke. That's pretty incredible. Ooh, there's another Feral Ningyo. Wow. Hey, Nightcrawlers, how's it going? There's... Oh, wow, and he plays an Against the Waves to bow Kaede. Void Circuit is passing here, it looks like. So Travis will win this conflict, I think. Yep, there's the pass. So this is a pretty strong turn for Travis, I think, at this point. It was looking bad for him, but that display of power and then being able to win this conflict is really big. And he'll even get favor this turn, it looks like, unless something really crazy happens. So those Feral Ningyos both got used on political conflicts so far, so it was basically a 0 cost gain 2 political skill. Which, I mean, I guess it's like a fan, but instead of sticking around, it gets shuffled back into your deck. I don't know, it's an interesting card. So Void Circuit now is going to find the Shameful Display. This is a military attack. So this should be a pretty easy win for Travis, I think. We'll see what cards these put. So Void Circuit's at 3 cards, Travis is at 4. Probably not a lot that they could have in hand currently. There's a Shrine Maiden. Adds Cloud the Mind and Against the Waves. Okay, that's pretty good. So you could actually Against the Waves Kaede. I don't think you would get favor still though. It's going to be 3 rings for Travis, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 6. So yeah, if Travis wins this conflict, there's just no way you get favor. We're going to see Travis pass. It's 3-6. Void Circuit has an Against the Waves to bow Kudaka. There's a Fine Katana. And a pass. So Travis will win the conflict. And that will secure him favor. There's an Embrace the Void on Kaede to get some extra fate. I mean, I guess Void Circuit... no, he only had one fate. Yeah, so no way to get favor there. Now, this Imperial Palace on the Shameful Display is still going to be a bit of a problem here. I think you keep the Mia Mystic. Ooh, Tadaka. For both players, actually. And a Prodigy for both players as well. Travis can dupe Tsuki here for the fate. That seems good. Of course, this Kaede is still going to be something that he has to deal with. I think Travis definitely plays the Mia Mystic, because worst case it just hits the... Ooh, wow. Tadaka 4 fate. Oh, and he forgot to dupe Tsuki. That is an unfortunate mistake. Void Circuit passed first, so... yeah, that's just a mistake not to do that. So Tadaka on both sides. It's going to mean no more display of power, no more Against the Waves. There's a Finger of Jade. One thing I actually don't know about Tadaka... okay, apparently he prevents the opponent from using the Stronghold to play a spell from your discard pile as if it were in your hand. That makes sense. So Travis's Tadaka going to be lasting much longer than Void Circuit's here, unless Void Circuit can get some serious Earth Rings to go off, or Void Rings, sorry, which might be possible with this Kaede, especially now that he doesn't have to worry about display of power. We're going to see a Void attack here. Hopefully for Void Circuit he finds Meditations. Although he's not breaking with his current skill, so finding Upholding Authority would probably be fine as well, which he does find. At least now he knows where both of them are, which was kind of the point. I think either way you're kind of fine with it. He only has 6 cards in hand, so Travis buffing up this Ishika to try and make this break seems like not a good idea. We see defense and a pass. And I still can't help but think that not duping the Tsuki is a big mistake that's kind of going to come back to haunt him here. Let's see, Kudaka, he doesn't have to worry about Against the Waves. So he can do Kudaka Air. Yeah, that seems good. Ooh, finds Meditations. I'm not sure why he went to a face-down province. I would have just gone to Manicured Garden here. Because now your whole board is being wiped except for the Tadaka, which is pretty bad. We see meditations used. There's a court games to dishonor Kaede, seems good. And I believe Void Circuit has already played a court games. Yep, so no court games for you. So getting the Kudaka trigger here is pretty good. I'm still curious why he didn't just go into meditation, or sorry, manicured. There's a Cloud the Mind on Tadaka. Okay, so now Void Circuit will be able to play events here. And we know that all the let goes have already been expended, plus Tadaka's here, so no way to get rid of that currently. Like, is there a reason you don't go into manicured? There's Cloud the Mind on Tadaka as the other Tadaka. Both Tadakas now clouded. And yeah, so the only attachment hate left are going to be these Mia Mystics, I think. Oh wow, Travis has Hurricane Punches in his deck. That's pretty wild. And we actually see one get pulled here with this Shrine Maiden. Pretty cool. We see Shrine Maiden from Void Circuit as well. Supernatural Storms. Discards the third Spyglass. That's a bit unfortunate. All three of those in the discard pile now. It looks like Travis is going for the break. We'll need one more skill. Like, I feel like I'm missing something with why he would go into a face-down province here, right? Like, it's a 50-50 to hit meditations, and if you hit that, then it's just, like, really bad. Whereas manicured is just Void Circuit gains one more fate, so he's at 4 now instead of 3. Like, I don't know, it seems like a weird play. I guess Travis is probably thinking right now about how much he wants this break. And he does want it. Attaches another Ornate Fan to Kudaka. That has to feel a little bit bad though, because she is now dying at the end of the turn. Okay, gets Void Circuit to spend that Supernatural Storm. It's a good trade. Well, actually it's not a great trade because of the Stronghold. I might have just passed there and saved the other fan. In fact, I think I definitely would have. I guess he really wanted that break on meditations, but not gonna get it. And it looks like Travis is also likely going to lose the favor this turn, if I had to guess. Yeah, Void Circuit is going to go for a Water Ring to force this Keeper Initiate to defend. Is this going to be... It has to be political, since he only has political left. Goes into meditations. He could have just gone at Shameful. Use Finger of Jade. We see meditations get used. It does not use the Finger of Jade on that correctly, I think. Ooh, there's a Feral Ningyo from Void Circuit. What does Travis have right now? He has Against the Waves, but that would just get cancelled. That's the only card he has. Ooh, he has his own Feral Ningyo. That's good. Void Circuit can play Supernatural Storm, though. Another one. Just all the mermaids. Void Circuit is pretty low on hand size, though. Only 2 cards left in hand. But Void Circuit does have a lot more cards in the discard pile to play with the Stronghold. As Travis... I mean, it depends on what's in his hand. It's not really the end of the world if you lose this water ring. It just means that you're not going to get favor this turn, which is unfortunate, but could be worse. It looks like we're going to see the Against the Waves on Tadaka here, which will likely be cancelled with the Finger of Jade. No, actually he uses it to ready a Sakotsuki. Interesting. So he's going to go in for another attack this turn, it looks like. You could go, or the water ring will just Baosuki, I guess. Oh, no, never mind. He has a Benton's Touch. Wow. Okay. That's pretty crazy. So he's going to honor Tadaka. And I'm going to say it again. I think he's really going to regret forgetting to dupe Suki there. Because having her stick around till next turn would be a huge difference to the board state here. We see Kyuden Isawa going to play Supernatural Storm, possibly. Nope, Against the Waves. Bow to Daka. We see it Against the Waves to ready him back up. So maybe a mistake actually not playing the Supernatural Storm, because now this play just loses to Travis having the Against the Waves of his own. We'll see what else Void Circuit has here. Let's see what happened. Ooh, Shrine Maiden at home. Wow. So he's going to win that conflict on defense, get the Keeper of Water trigger, and play a Shrine Maiden. Finding, pretty good draws as well. Find Supernatural Storm and Clarity of Purpose. And the other thing to keep in mind here is, let me actually check. Okay, there's only one Assassination in Void Circuit's deck, and it has already been played. So he can just go for the break on this province. we'll see if he wants to. Yeah, he's going to spend a bonsai. I was about to say, we know that he does have a hurricane punch in hand, but that would not quite be enough to break. You could have gone at Shameful also, but feels a little bit bad against Void Circuit having a conflict character, I guess. I'm going to discard Cloud the Mind at random with the Earth Ring. And he just realized he missed the Tsuki dupe. Wow. Yeah, that feels pretty bad. I mean, he's definitely still in the game. But having Tsuki stay around going into next turn would have been a huge difference here. Travis will get to keep the favor, luckily. Ooh. So he got a dupe for Tadaka this time, and this time he does not forget to use it. We're going to see a bunch of cards bought for Void Circuit here. Plays the Tsuki with 3 Fate for Travis. And that's going to be it. What are the attachments on Tadakas? Sorry. So both of the Tadakas have a Cloud the Mind, so the abilities are turned off. Void Circuit's Tadaka also has a Finger of Jade. It looks like we're waiting on Travis's action here. Yeah, still there. Whoops. Accidentally went away from my stream. There we go. Yeah, so he's thinking about whether he wants to use Mia Mystic now or just wait. That is a good question. Void Circuit does have 6 cards in hand, so the chances of having another another Cloud the Mind are pretty decent, I would say. Oh, he's already used 2 actually. So only 1 left. Yeah, it's a bit of a gamble. I kind of like keeping the Mia Mystic, personally. He is going to attack Manicured Gardens, it looks like. And so going back to last turn, I think I was talking a lot about why he attacked Meditations. Well, Meditations was face down, but why he attacked a face down province as opposed to Manicured Gardens. I think it was purely because there was a Mia Mystic on it, and he really wanted to break that so that this cloud would stick on Tadaka. Um, Unfortunately, he lost the 50-50, which meant his Kudaka did die a turn earlier than she would have. But I think that is what his goal was. We're going to see a firing here. Probably going to try and dishonor Tadaka if he can. Actually, maybe you dishonor Prodigy of the Waves. We see a defense, possibly. Whoops. I wanted that to open in the other window. Ooh, big defense. We're going to see a court games to dishonor an opposing character, and this is actually a tough choice of who you dishonor here. Both of these characters you really don't want to be dishonored. He is going to choose the Prodigy of the Waves. And all three court games have been expended from Void Circuit. Yeah, that's how you kill a crab, in case you guys didn't know. We see a defensive Supernatural Storm. Wait, did he play? Yeah, he played Clarity of Purpose with the Stronghold. Supernatural Storm. Travis is going to play one as well. And that's another reason to keep the Mia Mystic around. It pumps your Supernatural Storm a little bit more. Void Circuit passes, so it looks like this will be a conflict win for Travis. And again, I think so Tadaka's leaving at the end of the turn. Maybe you dishonor the Adept? They're both 2 glory. Yeah, I might just dishonor Adept here. You would really like to dishonor Kaede, but unfortunately you cannot, because she is immune to ring effects. Wow, he's going to spend 2 more Supernatural Storms to try and break this. I'm not sure if I agree with that. You're still up cards, but you are spending a lot there just to get the break instead of the win. So yeah, I think... I mean, it's tough to say, I guess. Void Circuit passes. Travis will win. Chooses not to discard the face down card. Yeah, and he will dishonor the Adept of the Waves. I think that is correct. Oh, and it looks like at some point there was a Clarity of Purpose on Tadaka. I missed that. So he's not going to bow. You use... I'm not sure if you use Mystic now. Depends on if you want to kill that Finger of Jade or not. Void Circuit is out of storms, out of court games. So there aren't actually a lot of events that are currently... Actually, there are literally no events that are being turned off currently by Tadaka. Right? Yeah. So yeah, it's actually correct not to discard the cloud yet. So he only has one assassinate. We're gonna see a water... No keepers yet. So I wanted to talk about the not discarding on Manicured Gardens. I have to imagine it's because he doesn't want a keeper to get binned. But at the same time, I would kind of want to try discarding just for the chance of hitting Conjo District. Oh. Yeah, so I mean, there are 30 cards left, so it's a 1 in 10 chance to hit a keeper, whereas it's only a 1 in 30 chance to hit Conjo. So that might have been his reasoning there. We see, ooh, Finger of Jade cancels Shameful Display. Not sure why he didn't Mia Mystic that. Flying Katana. Ooh, Feral Ningyo, nice. So he does now have the Mia Mystic for the Fine Katana. I mean, I guess he kind of wants to honor Tsuki by claiming this water ring, but I still think that Mia Mysticing the Finger of Jade might have been correct there. I'm not sure. Void Circuit could have another one in hand. 3 of them in the deck, and we've only seen 1 so far. And this kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier. Since the Feral Ningyo shuffles itself back into the deck, now that the conflict deck sizes are very low, that's actually going to mean you're much more likely to keep drawing it, which I think is a good thing. We see an Against the Waves to Baotsuki. How many Against the Waves have been played by Travis? Just 1? And he has 1 Fate. So I think if you have it, you definitely play it here. Yep, there it is. Bao Tadaka. And since this is a military conflict, and Travis has military favor, a Feral Ningyo would not be enough to win. Ooh, yeah, so we do see the pass. And that is an unfortunate loss for Void Circuit. It means that Travis will get his keeper, he will get the keeper fate. So yeah, pretty big win there. Let's see, Void Circuit has a political left. I think maybe you just go in with the Shrine Maiden by herself on military. Or the keeper, either one. And then you can Hurricane Punch if you need the skill. What just happened? Oh, Prodigy the Waves readies for sure. Ooh, going in with Tadaka and the Shrine Maiden. Gonna go at, what's it called? Upholding Authority. It's the last face down one there. So he's just gonna go for the break here with the Earth Ring. Interesting. he'll have no way, I think, to defend against Kaede's attack. But maybe that's okay, because the only ring that she can actually go is air. And you don't really care too much about that. So he's just going to try and get the break here, and then possibly set himself up for another break next turn. Yeah, we see no defense, pass. So probably going to trade a break on Shameful if I had to guess. And maybe Travis just keeps the Keeper Initiate standing. Although then Void Circuit could just keep Adept at home. Yeah, so I don't know if Travis will get favor this turn. We'll see what Upholding Authority finds here. Clarity, Ningyo, Hurricane Punch, Tattooed Wanderer, discards the Tattooed Wanderer. Yeah, I think that's the correct call, because that could be used as a covert next turn to try and break the Stronghold. Hits Clarity of Purpose off the Earth Ring. And yeah, we're just going to see a break on Shameful here. And you probably just defend with the Keeper. No, it does not defend. Interesting. No defense, pass. Wow. So this is, I feel like this is just a mistake to not defend with the Keeper. Ooh, chooses to void Suki. Interesting. Mia Mystic is going to get rid of that Cloud the Mind. Probably could have done that a little bit earlier, but doesn't matter too much. Yeah, I feel like he should have just voided the Keeper Initiate, honestly. Because Travis is going to want as much force as he can get for this next turn push. And the Keeper being a monk does mean that he'll be able to play that Hurricane Punch that we know he has in his hand. Not to mention there are 2 Hurricane Punches left in the deck, so we could potentially be looking at a whole lot of force for Travis here. Interesting flip, though. Doesn't really seem to be what he wants, if I had to guess. Probably just play Atsuko. Yeah, Atsuko 2 Fate, and then you just pass, I think. So 3 Fate Adept, wow. Okay, so Secluded Shrine, what does that do here? You use it on Earth, probably, to counter Tadaka. Your choices are Earth and Water. Water, all that does is ready the Prodigy. Yeah, so you do Earth. I think that's correct, because you can get the Watering anyway. Using that on Earth means that now you can play Clarity of Purpose and Against the Waves, which is pretty good. So we see bids of 5 on both sides. So the thing about this conflict for Travis, Void Circuit is going to get the first attack. So ideally Travis would be going first this turn, and he would be able to just all-in military at the Stronghold. I'm not sure if he would go Void or Water, though. We know he has at least 1 Ningyo in his hand. If he has all 3, then you probably have to just go Water. There's a Finger of Jade on Kaede. Seems good. And Void Circuit can probably just go out Meditations here for free. Yep, that looks like that's what he's going to do. This does mean that Atsuko can use her ability. And Finger of Jade will not cancel that because it doesn't target before the effect initiates. So, Political Fire, skill 6. This is political, which means you can play Clarity of Purpose. So I might defend with Tadaka and just Clarity first action, and then you can Atsuko. And then you just go Water as your attack, probably, since you've already used your ability. Depends on what's in his hand, though. We'll see what he has. I have to say, this has been a pretty close game. Both of these players are obviously really good at playing Phoenix. Yeah, we do see the defense with Tadaka and Clarity of Purpose as the first action. There's Kyuden Isawa, gonna play Clarity of Purpose on Kaede, so now you just use Atsuko, unless you want to play a conflict character. He uses the fan. That's fine as well. That's better actually, because then you save her action. How many Shrine Maidens have we seen? 2? Looks like 2. Only 4 cards left in the deck, so using the ability might not be what he wants to do here, but if he does have a Shrine Maiden, playing it into this conflict and then using Atsuko could be pretty good. We see a fan on Kaede. Puts the ball back in Travis's court. We'll see if he wants to spend that action now, or... So if you spend it now, you're going up to 8, and Void Circuit's going down to 6. Which is still a little bit risky. How many fans have we seen? 2 from Void Circuit? Yeah, so there could still be another fan in the hand. Yeah, this is definitely where you want to think. I think if you have the Shrine Maiden, you play it into the conflict, and then use Atsuko. Another line of play that he could consider, although I don't like it, is favorable grounding home and then using a display of power. But since you used the Clarity of Purpose on Tadaka, I don't think I really like that. We see... Ooh, he actually did do it, though. Sends Tadaka home, and yeah, he does play the display of power. So, kind of a waste of clarity in that case, but got Void Circuit to spend a fan. I don't know, it's tough to say. That is going to mean the break. And he's going to dishonor that other adept. Yeah, this is definitely a really close game. So I think what he's going to do now is just So he still has Otsuko's ability. He could go... Okay, he's just going to go for a water attack to flip rally. No more keeper initiates. So yeah, he's probably saving the void ring. He's probably gonna do all in void with everything he has left. Assuming void circuit is not able to get anything done at Travis's stronghold. Box has already been used. 2 katanas in the discard pile. He would be coming in with 4 military skill, which is not a lot. Yeah, it's definitely really tight. It does Void Circuit. Void Circuit does not have Bonsai. How many Shrine Maidens? 2. So Void Circuit has 2 1/1 conflict characters left. Although during a Void conflict, those aren't going to get much done. 2 Feral Ningyos. Looks like Prodigy is defending since she can just ready herself. 1 Fine Katana. Why attack water? Question mark. Yeah, I think he attacks water here because he has the Ningyos in hand. And he wants to save Void for his final attack so he can use Atsuko. So the Ningyos kind of just guarantee that he can win this conflict. Although that doesn't really do all that much. It just bows this adept, right? Which is like nothing. Although if Void Circuit isn't careful here, there's a Fine Katana. If Void Circuit isn't careful here, this could actually be a break. He has the Supernatural Storm ready to go. So if he has enough Feral Ningyos, I think he can actually just break on this attack. Ooh, but there's the Talisman of the Sun. So that's pretty big. That's going to move this to Shameful Display. And I think the correct move here is to actually dishonor the Feral Ningyo. Because that way when the watering is claimed, Travis can't re-honor Tsuki. So he loses an honor as opposed to... That's the only difference, right? Interesting. I mean, it does matter if Void Circuit is able to win on defense. There's another Ningyo. So yeah, I think dishonoring Tsuki may have been a mistake, but we'll see. Void Circuit passes. You could go for the break here as Travis. That would mean that Talisman does literally nothing, which is pretty good. Although, if you're planning on trying to win this turn, he has no fate left. Yeah, he's just going to pass. Denies the coverts too. Forgot about that. Yeah, that's true. These adepts of the waves could cause some serious coverts to happen, which Travis does not want. That's pretty important. I guess dishonoring Tsuki did stop the break on Shameful. So that's fine, probably. Prodigy of the Waves gets readied. Yeah, so Void Circuit's turn to attack again. I think you kind of have to go Earth. Although there might be an argument for going Void and leaving Kaede at home. If he doesn't think he has a chance of breaking. Does Travis have Assassination in his deck? No, he doesn't. So I think actually a potential win condition for Travis here is just not losing the game this turn, because Kaede's going to die. If he can potentially swing back on Void and void off this Prodigy, she'll die as well. And meanwhile, Travis's almost his whole board will be staying. So I think if he makes it into next turn, he's in a pretty good spot. Although if he can't void off this Prodigy, that will be pretty annoying. So again, Void Circuit might just attack Void here to deny that. Still thinking about this attack. Yeah, it looks like he is going to go for Void here. For some kind of defense at least. We see a pass from Travis. Yeah, so I think this is a good line of play for Void Circuit. Just deny that Void Ring so that the Prodigy of the Waves is going to survive. You are still going to be facing a larger board from Travis. And Travis, I think, will try to win this conflict. Yeah, we do see the Hurricane Punch. That Keeper Initiate gonna go ahead and punch somebody. Another Hurricane Punch, wow. And the third Hurricane Punch. So this could actually be the game. Yeah, Travis is going to use Kyuden Nisawa to play Supernatural Storm. So Void Circuit needs another card here. Plays Shrine Maiden. Ooh, discards 3 cards. Unfortunate. Another card. Void Circuit is out of Fate. This is what, military? So I think Void Circuit needs exactly the third katana, and looks like he does not have it. Wow. Travis with all three of the mermaids in hand. Yeah, crazy game here. Drew all three off punch. Wow, that's pretty incredible. The triple let go, yeah. Yeah, triple let go early is pretty good. Kept two in opener, drew three off first five. Double mystic. Yeah. So pretty good play from from both players, but yeah, the only like really big mistake was forgetting that Suki dupe, but worked out in the end. So yeah, Travis will move on to what is this now? Top 16? Pretty good. We got a couple crab players in there too. Joe already made it, and I think jokingly made it as well. So it should be... Ooh, and Mind's Desire is playing Shoot. That should be a good game. But yeah, that is going to be the game. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.